coming down from all the way from sunny Werribee Centrals this morning. He's just coming over, and I'm making a real nuisance of myself here. But Grab, it's always a pleasure to have you on board. I hope that microphone fits your big head. Now, you come a bit closer, mate. I don't eat much. All right, you can come a bit closer again. Now, mate, you've had a nice trip down the highway this morning?
Yes, lovely trip, mate. We got lost 3 times coming here like we always do. Finished up halfway to Leopold, but we got here.
How many pubs did you stop at?
Only 2. We stopped at that new Pussycat Club, the tabletop dancer, but it's not open yet, mate.
It's a beautiful thing. Now, look, I think the side's pretty well as selected. I believe Chris Delaney has pulled out.
Yeah, pulled out at the last minute. Slight hamstring strain, and we decided that, you know, you're better off be ready in September rather than July, mate. So, or August, whatever it is.
That's pretty smart thinking, isn't it?
Yeah.
The man that has replaced him, the old alphabet again.
The alphabet's back in the side, yes.
Scriptic-Q.
Scriptic-Q. Yeah.
Scriptic-Q. I always forget the nick.
Yeah, Scriptic-Q.
The stripper will be just fine.
Just Scripper.
Okay, stripper. Now, there's obviously a story about that. Stripper, did you say?
No, Scripper.
Scripper. Okay. Mate, quietly confident here this afternoon?
Oh.
The reason for me asking is you'll be pleased to know that Mark Cowans, the spearhead of Thompson, will not be playing. And also Chris Martin, who's a good up-and-coming youngster who has a lot of ability, a lot of skill, has pulled out as well. And young Peacock, Rod Peacock, at half-back, broke his arm last week. So the Tigers, obviously still without their coach as well. Got a little bit of a leg problem, I believe.
Yeah, I spoke to him earlier, actually, yeah.
Quietly confident?
Well, I thought it was around about 50-50 as I first got up into the commentary box, Ronnie, but with those players of that ability out, I think the ledger may sway our way a little bit. The big fella Cowan is always a big thorn in our side, as you've seen in the past, and of course Richo always plays well against us, and the other 2 are good players too, so yeah.
Interesting with, I noticed the big man, Brenton Wilson's listed as an emergency, not playing.
No, and was never going to play either, mate.
I didn't think so. Jaws don't recover that quick.
No.
How far away is he?
I don't think he'll be playing at all, somehow.
Oh, sorry, Peter Walker.
I'm alive.
Mr. Buckley himself. The Grub. You met Grub?
Yeah.
Very good. You don't go out of that place of evil, do you? That Buckley's gaming centre?
I have been known to get there for a quick one before the tribunal on a Monday night.
Always, in his defence, it's always been squash.
Squash?
Yes.
And if you believe that, well...
Well, fellas, umpires here this afternoon. Matty Grapsis, Jason Hillgrove. Umpire Grapsis raises the ball. First bounce favours the big fella Stewart. Got a tap down. Sharked by Timmy Gardner was okay. A little chip to Skinner, I should say. And the normally a reserves player, kicks long to half foot. Good to see him in the side. Coming through, McFarland. A little chip was touched off the boot. A little bit of bad luck, and Mickey Galauka came through rather strongly, and a couple of lovely young ladies enjoying the football here this afternoon.
Well, there's a few about, Ron.
It's a beautiful thing, all the way from sunny Werribee. Correct?
That's correct, mate, where all the nice women come from.
Lovely stuff. Well, good luck to the men in white here this afternoon. Bradley Smith, Daryl Johnson on the boundary. Johnny Hill, Craig McMillan and the Gulls. And, of course, you've heard it live here on guest video, Peter Walker, yours truly, Ronnie Brain, technician director, Brett Revere, and, of course, special guest, Grubber, all the way from Werribee. Ball brought back into play. Loose ball now, front of the pack, good footy. Couldn't, due to pressure, though, control it. But he's always at the base of the pack where the ball falls, isn't he, Barry Delaney?
Yes, he is. That's his strength, Ronnie, yeah.
He's a little bit quick too, which helps, Grub.
Oh, I've got a ton of pace, yeah. Off the first 5, anyhow.
Okay, boundary throw in now. It's about 35-40 metres from the Thompson goal. We've only just started, so we've got about 2 minutes in this first quarter. And, well, the Tigers, they've drawn first blood. 1 point, Thompson. Werribee yet to score. Stewart in front does well. Tapped shark by McFarland ground level. Gardner was he infringed with? No, said the umpire. Morley, cool, calm and collected. Left foot up to centre wing. Up they go. Loose ball now. Sees Harris. Had the ball chipped away from him by, that was Dwayne Burton. Hands to Butt was good. But long. Mason of ice goes whop right around the old Sharon. And they're going to have to get a new footy if he keeps doing that. Lovely grab.
Yes, it was a nice grab. Now, let's see if he can kick the goal. That's the main thing, Ron. But he is a nice kick of a football.
He'll kick it out of the park, my boy. When the cameras are here, this man performs. He kicked six. He's kicked 6 goals consecutively with GIF video cameras here, and he'll do it again today.
Well, let's hope so, Ron.
Lovely goal, Dave Matheson. Popped through his first, one of many here this afternoon, I'd suggest. And he's no relation either, Grub, but I tell you what, he always buys me a beer afterwards, and that gets you a lot in country football.
Well, a lot of support from you.
Of course. I haven't got a drinking problem, really. But 1 goal, 6 points, 1 point Thompson. That was a nice passage of football under pressure there, Grub. Would have been pleased with the quick hand pass over here from Burton to Heathbuck.
Yeah, very impressed, and let's hope they can continue that.
Tigers into attack, good footy. Lunchbox, one of the gardeners. Good 55. Nice drop punt to the teeth of gold. No one home. And the Sheriff himself, I'd suggest. Sheriff of the Square, Gareth Buck, takes a nice grab. Hasn't got a nickname, so I've just given it to him. The Sheriff of the Square.
The Sheriff will do.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like it.
Man of many faces. Brian, thank you. For the Rabbits. Peter Walker, you're still with me?
I'm writing furiously. I'm trying to... They told me they wanted me to write a few words about the way you commentate, and I'm just putting a few...
Well, you haven't got enough paper there, mate. Let's get back to the footy, Grub. What do you reckon about calling the game? Just show me how good you are, son. Take us away, Grub.
Oh, just let us go for a quarter, Ron, will you? I don't know the Thompson players too well.
At least you're an honest man, son.
Kevin Warwick handballs out. Galauka's in the van. Can't get it. Warwick out again to Delaney. Delaney shows a bit of toe on the left boot. Puts it up towards the wing position. Donuts, Knuckles, Dale can't get it. Goes over near. It looks like Atchison there. Can't grab the ball. Umpire says, give it to me, boys, and I'll bounce it.
Now, Grubber, talking about Donuts. Oh, come on, Grubber.
Oh.
Now, look, how does Donuts? He'd be the smallest in our forward of all time, wouldn't he?
Yeah, we're a bit light on up there at the moment. There's a free kick here to Werribee Centrals, and that squares up the ledger, Ronnie, I would say, as Mickey Galauka's going to take the resulting free kick.
Another little live wire, last line of defence. Runs very hard at the football, good skills as well. And this man here can play football, Heath.
Oh, yes,
but
yes.
Andy went over. Dale Menzies, you're a silly sausage. He's given a 50-metre penalty away. And I'd suggest that, well, the Thompson bench will probably go to have a chat to him and have a spell.
Well, I would be doing that if I was them, Ronnie. That's a very, very bad mistake to make, especially the bloke of this ability.
Well, this bloke now, he'll kick it from here.
He can do.
Heathbuck, he's kicked how many for the season? Let's have a look.
Oh, it'll be about 40, I would reckon.
Heathbuck, yep, sitting third on the goal kicking list with 58. Huh?
58?
58 goals he's kicked.
Crikeys.
There you go, the drop. Look at this.
You better make that 59, Ronnie.
Oh, clear! Lovely goal. Into a slight breeze too, I'd suggest, gentlemen. Lovely football for the Werribee Central side. We've been going 6 minutes of the first quarter. And Peter Walker, are we ready to rock and roll?
Well, I am. I think I am.
Mate, nice passage of football. Undisciplined play, Dale Menzies.
Actually, can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, you're alive and well, mate.
Actually, it was. I think just from the first opening few minutes, I think Thompson mightn't be concentrating enough on the footy and might be looking at running at the man a little bit, which I don't think it'll pay off. It's a beautiful day. Like, I know it's a bit cold, but I think you really need that ball, need control of the footy. Okay,
LBW Chartered Accountants first quarter scoreboard shows Werribee now 2 straight goals, 12 points. Thompson 1 point, and I tell you what, the boys at LBW, they'll take the stress and worry out of your life this time of taxation time. Back to the centre we go. Loose ball now, sees the boy there, Edgar. A little quick kick out was okay. That looked like trying to pick him up there. That was, he won best in ground last time too. That was young Bernardo.
Yes.
Adrian.
Got him, yeah.
8. Yeah, Hawksy, me boy, wearing that famous number. Got it across, but they've lost the footy now and half forward, the Centrals. And now Thompson, through the agency of some nice handball, got it across there to Withers, who's kicked up looking there for the lunchbox. Had too many wheat bix this morning, I'd suggest, because he dropped what should have been a certain catch.
Got a free kick though, Ron.
Held without it.
Yeah.
And Thompson now opportunity to go into attack. Brings the ball right across to the centre of the ground. Unmarked Mark Harris. He'll play on quickly. A long bomb. Not so long, it's more direct to... Yeah, good mark. Oh, he's played on. Ooh, that was silly footy. McFarlane, a quick shot at goal, left foot. and he's missed. But that youngster there did all the hard work.
Kevin Warwick.
Kevin Warwick, interesting player. I've question marked him. Tell me a bit about Kevin Warwick, would you?
Kevin Warwick was a champion junior footballer, went to the FDL, played a lot of good years with Sedden in the FDL and then retired, and we coaxed him out of retirement to play just the 1 year with us. So, I don't know, he might have gone off the mark and didn't realise that was the rules these days, Ron, I think. Because he's a very good footballer and just trying to get himself fit enough for the finals footy.
Okay. Ball brought back into play. Evans couldn't take it. Gee, Lunchy's been busy early. Hand pass though to no one in particular. Warwick is in there again for the Centrals. Good pressure footy though. Got it over the line out of bounds. About 25, 30 metres beat from the Thompson goal. Who, well, I think you've been a bit harsh on them, mate.
Yeah, well, you know, it's probably a settling period. Anyway, moving right along. Gardner busts through the pack when it's been thrown in by the umpy. Tries to get it away, can't do so. But we've had a snap there.
Touched. Oh.
That number 8 jumper again. It's his third
Christian
point he's
McFarlane.
kicked. Yep, his third point. 2 have been touched off the boot, and you wouldn't believe it, they've both gone through the goals. So he's a bit stiff at the minute, Christian McFarlane.
I think the Sheriff might have touched that one, Ron.
Again,
Yeah.
the marshal of the back line.
A good kick out. It's been marked there by Stewart, who moves it round in front of the commentary box. Great attempt at a mark there, but goes to the ground. Gardner picks it up and handballs over to Rubberman himself, who short passes further down the ground. The big Humpty Dumpty goes through the pack and tries to muscle his way through, but the gets his hands on the Werribee player just once he's got rid of the ball. And well, where the hell is that free kick?
Dropping the ball.
He didn't have possession of the ball, but anyway, umpire Graspus, who is a legend in his own white boots, pays the mark to Humphreys, who short passes over, and the mark being taken by Highland. Probably a little too far out for him, I think, Ronnie.
Yeah, we'll test him. We'll test him, Pete. Not a bad kick off the boot, though. He's got it right up there to the goal line. Actually, it's cleared the pack. A little bit more direction may have resulted in possibly a 6-pointer, as the pack just misjudged it. And that there's no real wind blowing, but obviously it's favouring the right end of screen, I'd suggest.
Buck might be in a bit of trouble here. No, it's all right. It's landed inside, and Delaney's picked the ball up, delivered it to one of his teammates, running past.
Hawks.
Up on the central wing area, a pack of players. Werribee again clears through Morley, but Morley only pushes it up to where Mark Harris takes a timely mark across the half-back line.
Been busy.
Short passes down to where Christian Highland, the Queenscliff flyer, gets the ball, passes over to Rubberman Atkinson. He kicks the ball up further to where it's missed a fairly easy mark. Christian Smith did have his body in front and couldn't take the mark. A pack forms, it's kicked out by a Werribee player.
Smith.
Highland takes control of that missed kick, has a big ping at goal, and might
touched again.
well, this kind of makes a bit of a discussion here. I think in soccer they should have, you know, extra points. They talk about rugby league having extra points. Maybe they should give a couple of points for when the ball's touched.
11 minutes gone to the first quarter, fellas. Thompson have kicked 5 points. Werribee Sizzles 2 straight goals, 12. Now, there's 4 of those 5 points have been goals but touched off the boot.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Good defensive football from the Centrals, I would suggest, as we did the try to break through. There was Bernardo, a baby, as he's got the ball out wide to a teammate who I haven't seen before.
Calvert.
Yeah, that was good footy too. He's had a bit of a dash. He's got those far lap. Look, he's got like far lappy. The right leg strapped. His kick dropped short. Matheson, hey, it works all right. He's not happy though, young fella. Slapped the hands as he kicked because he knew it was a mongrel punt. And look, son, I reckon with the leg wrapped up like you've got, I'd be happy to kick the football, fig him, and found the target. Matheson's a chance here. Point blank range, 15 metres out. Take your mark. Kicks his second, and the Centrals looking very nicely.
Yeah, I think the whole thing of the game here, Ronnie, is straight kicking is good football. And I know Thompson's goals have actually, well, their points have been touched, but good defensive work. But yeah, good kicking's good football, and hopefully they can continue that. Youngcliff's just out of the under-18s, by the way, and a very good prospect.
It's interesting that Thompson were pushing down the side of the ground, the commentary side of the ground, and Calvert on his own over there. The ball was over there fairly quickly, left him unattended. 3 bounce and away you go.
Yes, good observation by the Buckle managing director now.
Managing director, am I?
It's always a pleasure to have Pete.
Coming in best.
She basic fundamental error made the early stage. Ooh, no, Harris won there. A good shoulder by Mayo. Loose ball now to Menzies. That didn't work because Heath Buck was bearing down. It's a bounce left half forward. A good 55 metres now from the Centurions goal.
I tell you, it isn't Humphries a fine cut of a man. Look at the... obviously putting in the miles on the training track. Ball's thrown in, just a bit of a pack forms, and
he's probably been spending too much time out of Buckley's gaming centre. That's what I'd suggest.
And all they do is belt it back over the line and make 5 as they're around towards the Thompson goal square. In again, pack forms again, can't get it out. There's a bit of infringement there, probably on that player in Craig Darlow, but no free given. The ball's now taken control of by Hawks, who handballs it over to where, what's that, Brunato, is it?
Brunato.
Yeah. Pushes the ball forward. Oh,
too high. Oh, he could have got one too high.
Yeah. Blind side of the umpire.
Yeah.
You saw it, I saw it, but the umpire didn't.
I think he pulled his head off. Anyway, a lucky freak pulled his head off. Yeah.
That's what I thought you said. It's interesting stuff because the boys have you heard it go, and good to see this bloke, Donuts, in there again. Loves to get in there and mix it with the boys. Good work there to Barry Delaney. Quick hands, there's an opportunity for Centurions. Dwayne Burton shoots it. Goal. Another one. It's a beautiful thing. Dwayne Burton kicks his first. Let's have a look. Time check. 14 minutes gone of the first quarter. Centurions 4 straight. 24. They lead Thompson 5 points.
It's good to see, Ron, that Dwayne Burton's kicked his first, just as you've opened your first by the looks of it, mate. To be quite honest, I didn't want one anyway.
Aren't Coca-Cola great supporters of football in country Victoria?
Things go better with Coke, mate, you know that. LBW Chartered Accountants bringing us the first quarter of scoreboard. And, yep, Centurions doing it nicely, 19 points. Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock showing 15 minutes gone of the first term.
Mr. Graspus about to bounce the ball. Ostrich legs himself, gets a good bounce where it favours no one in particular. The ball goes to ground. Highland breaks out of the pack, gets a hurried kick round to where Humphries tries to make position for the ball, putting the big frame in front, and will pick up a free kick. Quick handball over to Timmy Gardner. Gardner breaks through the pack, probably run his good 15 or 20. Bit of a shocking kick up into the forward line, and it is pushed over the boundary line there by Andy Gardner. He's doing a few things. Young Andy.
Lunchbox has been busy. Jamie Backwell using his body well. Just hasn't had a lot of luck yet. Interesting replacement for Mark Cowan. A real competitor. Ball now loose at the right forward pocket. About 30 metres from Thompson's goal. A lot of players around the footy and pretty tough umpire, Grasper said. Give it to me, fellas. He'll put ball to ground. Bounce down. Favours McFarlane. Plucked it out of the air. Under pressure. Christian Smith having a bit of a dirty day. Ball didn't want to sit for him. And the big fella couldn't handle it cleanly.
Maybe 30 metres out from goal might cause that. You tend to...
needs to play in front.
Tend to be thinking about where you're going to put it.
Good bounce. Smith this time. Good work. And Curvis. Probably College, yeah.
Oh, a bit stiff.
Bit stiff. Beat the first tackle, but was wrapped up the second. And
didn't have much
like
opportunity.
Carl Smith, wasn't it?
Yes, it
wrapped
was,
him up. Good footy too, because he's picked out Bazza.
Delaney's playing well too.
Oh, Bazza loves it. Runs well. Looks up there for the donut. It's over his head, but look at this. Robbie Edgar. Hey, doesn't take his eyes off the footy at all. Taps it forward, recovers well. Left foot kick looking for Brad Spicer. Over his head, the rubber man to Menzies was okay. Oh, Menzies kick a shocker, but luck's a fortune. Withers in the centre. Hand pass to the run of Harris was okay. Tigers looking all right, but can they get a score on the board? A goal would be nice. Harris, good work. Over the top it goes. JJ, you're all done. And umpire should
Pull
bounce.
that one up, yes.
Good tackle, but... yeah, didn't have sufficient time.
Oh, no, he had no prior opportunity to get rid of that, Ron.
Lanky Legs is not your favourite boy, Roddy, but he's doing okay today, isn't he, so far?
Wanky legs. It's not a man, no. Umpire aggressive.
That's the man.
The man in white. He's always right. I love him. Okay. A little chip. Jono. Good to see Jono out here. Now, he hasn't played a lot of footy this year, has he?
He's been in and out with injuries and suspensions. He was suspended the last time they played Thompson for a couple of weeks, Ronnie.
Well, he's always pretty hard at it, isn't he?
Oh, yes, yeah.
And sometimes he just gets misconstrued from the football to a head, when he punches. He's very good, isn't he?
To be quite honest,
the ball away.
To be quite honest, he was robbed the last time he was suspended.
Okay.
He did nothing.
Robbed.
And you can tell Ron Lovell that for me because he's overseas.
I'll do that. I'll send him the tape. Okay.
Skinner, big kick across the centre half forward where a pack set themselves. Comes off hands. Fairly messy. Got to punch it out, boys. They do so.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
that's picked up by Johnson again, the man we were just talking about. A bit of a scrappy kick up to where it's gone to no one. But Mickey Gann gets a Luxor fortune.
Oh.
Very ordinary handball by Mickey, but there was no pressure there. And it's been picked up by the Centrals boys. A great little chip pass there by Burton. And it's gone across to where a nice, easy chest mark's been taken by Heath Buck.
Good play. Good unselfish play.
That's shocking play.
Yeah, we should have kicked. He should have kicked the goal. Probably conscious of the fact that he doesn't want to be seen as hungers.
That he's there to kick goals. That's exactly what he should have done.
Well, that's what he should have done. Yeah, I'm sorry, Heath, but next time, kick the goal, son. Tigers into attack, mate. Clissold, his kick was not a good one and nicely marked there at Kevin Warwick. Halfback, looks out the other side of the ground, bouncing ball, sits okay with us, support there, Highland was good. The Queenscliff killer over the top, good hands with us. The lunchbox, can he bag one? Oh, not like that, Lunchy. He's kicked it straight down the sheriff's throat. And Gareth Buck takes the timely grab at fullback.
Buck, that's a very, very good kick. Puts it outside of the 50.
Now that's
where he
bullshit,
finds Heath
umpire.
Buck.
Oops, not let us say that.
You can say that, but no, that's quite an emotional thing, football.
Sorry about that.
It's interesting that you make a mark like that. He's taken the mark, so therefore it should be a mark, but he's played it against it. Ball's been played on, gone over to where the Cooters fly from Queenscliff. Christian Highland's got control of the ball, gets it over to Timmy Gardner. Gardner on to the big number 8 and Christian McFarland, and he has bagged yet another point.
It's his fourth. He's been a bit stiff, Christian.
So now the score at this point in time is Werribee Central's 4 goals straight to Thompson 1 goal.
Which have all come from points.
6 points. Although I don't think they're far off the pace. I think Werribee has just been in the right place at the right time. I think they're trying to ping goals from just 5 or 10 metres too far out.
Well, let's have a look. Time check shows 20 minutes gone, and they've had as much of the ball, Thompson.
Yeah, easily. Yeah. A good kick out there by the Sheriff, Buck, who in turn the Werribee player plays on. Very fortunate there. Stewart, very fortunate to keep control of that ball.
Bounce of the ball, wasn't it?
But it has happened.
Yeah, Galacco to Heath Buck was good. Look at this. Johnson plays on.
Mate.
Good play. I love him. Hard at it. Looks down to the big fella. Out of position. Can't get a handle on it. Good work there from Mickey Gann. And the goal square clears out wide. Harris in front. Buck punched away. Good disciplined football from the forward.
Both teams, gentlemen, both teams, they seem to be just bombing it into the, that 30-metre circle instead of pushing it in or passing it in. The guys are happy to stand there and put their hands up.
You've always been a bit of a perfectionist, though, Peter, haven't you, really? It's that toolie buck coming out in you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Huh?
I think you're pretty well right, Pete, because I think the 3 or 4 times...
2 to 1.
The 3 or 4 times that Werribee Centrals haven't done that, they've actually kicked goals.
Yeah.
And that is the difference, yeah. So sorry, Ron, but I'm going to have to go with Pete this time.
Thanks very much. Nice can of
I
coke.
don't usually disagree with
Well, loose ball opportunity here. Bazza boy, good work there to Dwayno. Left foot doesn't matter with Dwayno. Doesn't matter.
Could have a bit of a problem with young Warwick down in the middle of the ground, clutching ankle.
Bradley Spicer, the old mongrel punt, Bradley. Jono, you've styled it, son. No, that's the donut. Don't your donut. Sorry, mate. He'll neck me after the game when he hears the call.
Have we got an action replay of that? I thought he may have marked that.
No, come off Thompson hands first.
Did it?
Yeah. That big grab at the ball first.
Okay, bounce down. Oh, good work, Matheson. Short away, yeah. Could have been pinged. Highland was good, yeah, cool. And just toe poked it over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in about 50 metres out now from Werribee's goal. Looks like young Warwick's going to come off the ground, hobbling.
He was contributing too.
Yeah. I think you might find Nikia will come on.
The stripper.
Yep.
The stripper.
The stripper.
Gripper.
Scripper.
That's him. Boundary throw in. Stein under pressure. Good work, Donut, because he forced the error. Otherwise, that ball was going to come down here to centre wing. And that last-minute effort from the Donut has kept the ball at half forward now for the Centurions. He hates Donut, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Right, Craig, I'll look after you, son.
Justin loses control of the ball. Picked up by Werribee Centrals. They've pushed it back into that 30-metre square again by Edgar, but Rubberman, ever reliable, takes control, pushing the ball along in front of him and pushes it over the boundary line in the far forward pocket for the Werribee Centrals combination.
Good call, Grub. Scripted Q is on.
Yeah, I thought they may have, especially as I looked up there and saw him coming down the boundary line.
Craig Wolfenden also on the ground for Thompson. As we see, shot at goal. Ooh, just missed. That was off the boot. Was that Bradley Spicer?
Yes. May well have been, yeah. And he spoiled the ledger though, Ron.
He has. But Bradley has played a lot of footy in defence, hasn't he?
There's a Thompson player coming off.
Yeah, Steve Clissold.
4-1-25. Werribee Centrals to Thompson 6 points. LBW Chartered Accountant first quarter scoreboard. We've been going 24 minutes of this first term, and the Centurions into attack again. Burton couldn't take the hand pass from Matheson. His hand pass was ill-directed, and the rubber man, Andy Atchison, kicks the ball to centre half back. Gardner breaks through the centre. Good work. Breaks the Hawks tackle. Mongrel punt up there looking for Backwell. Couldn't control it. Loose ball, says Galauka. Has it knocked away from him there by the dash of Jimmy Lee, and he kicks out wide. Jono underneath it. Had to sit and wait there was Skinner. Jono got the ball away, though, from him and has found the boundary line. Good commitment. Scotty Johnson out of bounds, left half forward. 60 metres now from the Thompson goal.
Well, I know you love Scotty Johnson, Ronnie, but I tell you what, mate, if you had seen him at the annual ball last week, you'd have been disgusted with him. I won't say any more about it.
We'll call him the performer. Tearing down Curvis, that was good. Good cool hit on his shoulders to Skinner was good footy to Highland. Into attack in front, McFarlane can't handle it. Backwell does well. He'll feed it off to someone. Now, stolen by McFarlane, under pressure. Sees there, that looks like Scripper. Does well. Got it out to a teammate there.
David Burke.
Yep. Worked hard there, Burkey. He's pretty hard at it.
Just come on the ground, he'd be feeling like he'd want to get involved too.
Interesting contest there, David Burke and Craig Darlow. Good tap. Good work, Timmy Gardner to Burke.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Caught. Yeah, he was caught. Bad luck. Good tackle, eh? It must be the gloves, I reckon. Decided advantage there, Adrian Bernardo.
They're his bocce gloves.
Well, that's how he can kick it. He kicks all right too. Looks there for the donut. Underneath it there. Back of the pack, Evans. He took the mark. Heath Buck underneath the pack of the players. Umpire said, look, give it to me, fellas. Another bounce down left half forward. And Werribee into attack. Well into time on in the first quarter. 24 plays 6. Sorry, 25 plays 6.
Graspus bounces it down. Sean Stewart gets a big fist to the ball and probably makes as good as a little chip kick further around towards their goal square, and the balls will be thrown in front of the general ball area. How's that?
Beautiful thing.
That was bloody shocking, but never mind.
Boundary throw in, yes, it has taken place. Good smother.
I'm looking for somewhere to say that it was thrown in from.
Okay, Burke lost the footy though. Morley, he's well up from half back. Right foot kick, non-preferred side, was pretty effective. Spicer in front there, too. Good work. But Mickey Gann looks there to Darlow, knocked away from him. Oh, Stewart. Look out, I'm coming through. Don't get out of my way. Don't tell me he's kicked it. It'll be a beauty. That's the goal of the day. Oh, the big man. Like a little rover, wasn't he?
I tell you what, I've been fortunate enough to go and watch a few of the GFL games of late, the interleague games, and watching a young fella from St Albans called Mark Stewart. They are very similar, very lopey, very both big boys.
Yeah, they are. But I can remember Mark Stewart when he played at Corio against us, and you're quite right. They're very, very similar. Both very good players too. Yeah.
No relation.
No.
Same build.
Yeah.
Big boys.
I reckon Sean's a tad bigger, isn't he? Possibly.
Weight-wise, yeah.
Well, after that bounce down, Nankervis got it to McFarlane, but he just took his eyes off the lead at the last minute. Recovered well, though. Got Skinner out wide, was good footy. Grant Skinner's left foot kick, well, not real good because it's put his forwards under all sorts of pressure. Oh, hand pass, a beauty came out there from the lunchy. That was Woofenden, it was. Great work. That was McFarlane. Finally breaks the ice. Well done.
It would have been one of the best hand passes with one hand I reckon I've seen for a long time.
Craig Woofenden, didn't know he hit the ball that quickly. I'll give him a break. They've kicked their first. It's taken them about 27 and a half minutes, and you're bagging them.
I didn't bag him.
Yeah, you reckon you threw it?
Great goal.
It was that quick that you didn't see the hand move.
That's right.
I'll be making no comment on that, Ron.
Okay. Christian McFarlane, one
I
goal
will make
for.
a comment. I noticed you said before that Justin Morley was up the ground.
Yeah.
I think you'll find he's tagging number 37.
Ah, interesting.
In Mr. Gardner.
Is that Gardner, is it?
That's Timmy Gardner.
That's the Whitley medalist of 96, correct. And been rather effective too, if I may say so.
Has been. Loves to run through the packs. Has been caught against, opposition that are prepared to run straight at him. He gets caught a few times.
Highland that was, got the ball out of the centre. Now Lunchy, can he fit? Oh, quick hands, good work there. Wolfenden, he won't miss it. That's pretty good footy.
Yeah, that was a handball.
That's good, I'm pleased to hear that, you blokes. Fair dinkum. The 51 jumper, Craig Wolfenden, last minute inclusion into the Thompson side. Kicks his first, Thompson's second. And our cameraman director, Brett Revere, isn't quite so sad now, because he's back at the Tigers. And obviously,
it gives a bit more respect into the scoreboard, because it has been probably 50-50 in control of the ball.
And we thank LBW Chartered Accountants for bringing us the first quarter scoreboard, because at this time of year,
great time to
they
see
take
them.
the stress and worry out of your life, Pete, and mine.
Probably pay the extra $20 and get your refund back twice as quick.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah, away you go.
Back to the footy. Stewart, McFarlane having a run. Good work.
Gardner busting through that pack, running very, very hard. Can't get control of the ball though. Werribee Centrals do and push it forward, but the ball's turned over again. I think you'll find there that David Burke had control of it and lost control of it. Was well tackled, and the free's going to go to Craig Darlow. Ooh, Humphreys probably infringes there, but plays round him, kicks the ball further down the pack. Andy Atchison runs through, gets control of the ball and pumps it back down along the wing. A pack forms, and that's it. Got to be in control of the ball.
Jason Hillgrove loves his job. Look, big smile on the mush, and he loves it. Hey? Camera's right on him. Give us a wave, Jace. You're doing all right, son. That's it. Keep smiling. Oh, Evans, good work. Gardner, that was good. Humphrey BB, a little chip. Scripper in front, good work. Little quick kick there, but it goes straight to Evans. Left foot kick. No man's land. He's kicked it. Oh, Smithy, a little bit of fancy work, but it went straight to Jimmy Lee, who's got one a bit high from Jamie Backwell. And he might have come up a bit lame there too, Jimmy. But he's got the free kick. Left ankle could be a little bit tender.
Jamie might be at the wrong end of the ground, I think, Ronnie.
Ooh. Okay. Burke, ton of dash. Pushed as he kicked, that was bad luck. Good pressure there from Bazza, my boy, the leader of the band.
David Burke probably get a game with the Bledisloe Cup side. Kicked under pressure and put her over the white line.
By mate Hawksy, give him a break.
Must be that number 8.
McFarlane takes the mark, kicks it down, and a very, very good mark there taken.
Helps when you're in front, doesn't it?
Yes, it certainly does. Christian Smith, brother of Stephen. And that too was a very, very good mark. Pushed it up more into the 10-yard square instead of just kind of working it around that 30 metres out. And a good mark there by Nankervis over the back of the pack, and he's probably 5 metres out, basically directly in front. Will not miss, and didn't. I might have been seeing something there. I notice Backwell has come off the ground and been replaced by Justin.
Surprised, but still keeps them all fresh and on their toes, doesn't it? Here they come, beat the drum, says Brett Revere. The Tigers are back in town. 24 plays 31. We're well into time on, and have a look at her. I tell you what, I'd see you, Barbara, fair dinkum, but I'll have a ticket. I'll see you at quarter time. Just give me the lucky one, will you? How many? $2. That's too cheap. I might have $2 here if you're lucky. Oh, look, we've got another campaigner here. Peter Walker's going to spend some money too. Give us another couple of tickets, huh?
$2.
Well, it's all happening here in the box at the Thompson, the home of the Tigers.
Notice we've got the police helicopter over the top, keeping an eye on proceedings here today. Not that we'll read anything into that.
Well, actually, they're looking for a stabber.
Are they?
Well, I was playing golf out at the Common yesterday, and they upset my golf swing enormously, swooping down on me, checking me out.
Ball's up. And pretty smart move there by Evans, who kicks the ball while in mid-air down into the forward line. It's picked up by Wolfenden, and again we chip it right to that white line where
The Sheriff,
Gareth Buck, takes control of the ball and pops it out along the boundary line. Only to go to Nan Curvis, who in turn puts it back in, and a good mark has been taken by Christian McFarlane. About 30 metres out, slight angle, right on the tick of the siren to Ronnie.
Yep, he's been terrific. The lunch, he's been great. Christian Highland's been great. Mark Harris has been great for the Tigers.
He really needs to pop this one through, because I think it will show the true value of the scoreboard. It's a one point advantage to Werribee Centrals. They probably deserve that lead, albeit the smallest lead we can have. But they probably deserve that lead because they did put in the hard miles to start off with.
Crab, you're very quiet there. You're still with us?
I was just thinking about the game, waiting for Peter to finish. Ronnie,
Just cut me off.
to be quite honest, I have to agree. I think the quarter was very, very even. But I think Thompson may have just come out on top a little bit, because had they have kicked straight, I think they may have been a couple of goals up. But as I said earlier in the broadcast, good kicking's good football, and when Thompson did get their kicking boots on, they've brought themselves right back into the game.
Okay, well, you've heard it all here. Just quickly, boys, before we wrap it up, the goal kickers, Christian McFarlane with 2, Terry Nankervis 1, and Craig Wolfenden 1. For the Centurions, 2 to Dave Matheson, singles to Sean Stewart, Heath Buck, and Dwayne Burton. Better players for the
Thompson side?
Yes, please, Pete. And I'll get my little mate Grub to do Werribee.
I think you've probably called those. I thought Atchison again was strong in the back line, as he always is. I think he'd fit in across the half back line in most sides. I thought Gardner run hard through the packs. He's been very, very helpful, as has Mark Harris early in that quarter. Across centre half back, he was very, very strong. And when you look at Christian McFarlane, who probably was out of touch, kicking a few points earlier, but if you got your hands on the ball and you've kicked 2 goals for the quarter, it means a clear 6 possessions, and if you're hot, things will turn around. So I think those guys, plus probably throw in Christian McFarlane and Andy Gardner.
Okay, thanks, Pete. Grub, what do you reckon?
Well,
Centurions.
I think Big Sean Stewart's getting the ball out of the centre to the Rovers quite well. I think he's playing quite well.
You've been looking at my sheet here, haven't you?
No, I haven't. No. I think Barry Delaney's been in everything as he usually does. You've probably got him written down too.
That's the next one. You go.
We'll see if I can.
You can't get the next one.
No, I won't get the next one, but I'd like to throw in the Sheriff. I think Gareth Buck's done a pretty good job down at full-back. He's touched a few goals. You haven't got him down, have you?
No, that's all right. I'm feeling happy now.
And I think even though he hasn't quite he's got a couple of goals on the board. He hasn't destroyed them yet, but I think Big David Matheson's looking very, very dangerous down there.
Okay, you didn't mention him, but Justin Morley. Now, look, you're probably thinking to me, how can I say Justin Morley? So I like the blokes that have a dip, and he set it up a lot across half back, just a little tap on, the body work. Justin Morley's a very accomplished footballer, mate, and you've let him down in that first quarter wrap-up.
No,
and if I was him, I reckon you should
down.
buy him a drink tonight after the game.
No, I haven't let him down. I just believe that I know what his job is today, And at the moment, as Peter told you, his best players for Thompson at this stage, Timmy Gardner is playing quite well, so I think Morley's just got to tighten him up a little bit to get his best players.
All righty. You've heard it all here at